trying to get on my laptop.
What is up? I got to do the clap. I've been making jokes about that, so if we're back here now, we got to do the clap. So, what's up, guys? It's been a long time. Sorry I haven't really involved you guys a ton this prep. You know, it's been first prep of the year, and I really just wanted to put my focus, 100% into the prep and the show, and just, not worrying about the content and stuff like that as much here until I really kind of got the ball rolling with the shows this season. And, what day is it today? Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're like 4 or 5 days out now from Vancouver Pro, first show of the season. We got into Vancouver pretty late last night. Got to the Airbnb. It was about an hour drive. But we're here now. It's Wednesday morning. We're all settled. We did the grocery store, did our cardio this morning. I got fucking bugs in my face. But yeah, it's been a really good prep, I guess, just to kind of fill you guys in with where we've been. It's been a really good prep, really seamless. I feel very good. I feel very healthy. My body responded very, very well, and I haven't had to kill myself to get in what I think will be, some of the best condition, if not the best condition I've ever been in. So I'm very excited to get up there on Sunday. For those of you that didn't see the list, unfortunately, it's not going to be the most competitive lineup. There's only 5 guys in the show, which I somewhat expected, because Canada had a lot of COVID restrictions and all that kind of stuff. And there's also just been a lot of shows this season. I mean, a lot of the top dogs are already qualified. And I'm going to get the question, so I'm just going to answer this now, why I didn't do Orlando or shows that are closer to me. And I know, some people were saying that I, should have done Orlando. Look, obviously, hindsight being 2020, I should have, the proximity and stuff like that. But when I planned my season, the timing just was very convenient of when Vancouver was and when I wanted to start prep. My off season ended. And also its proximity into other shows if I decide to do others. So we'll cross that bridge on Sunday, kind of after I'm done this show, and when the dust settles, we'll see if we do want to do another show. But we'll get this one done. I feel very confident I can win the show. The lineup: there's me, there's another Canadian. Obviously, you guys will know Antoine. I think he'll be the next big name in this lineup. We got a Canadian guy, 212 guy named Hussein. I think he won Toronto Pro in the 212, so he's already qualified, so he's going to throw his hat in the open here. We got Kook Moon, I don't know, a fellow here from Vancouver as well. I believe he's a newer pro. And then there was one guy from Mexico whose name was not super familiar to me. So there's 4 or 5 of us. It's not going to be a big show, but really it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I don't care who does the show, who doesn't. I'm not going to aim to, be like, it's an easy show, layup, I'm going to not come in 120%. I still want to display the absolute best look possible and show people the improvements I've made over the last few months or since the Olympia last year. And, put people on notice going into the Olympia that I am an improved bodybuilder and that I'm, looking to, edge into that first call out this year. And I'm going to show, the semblances of that physique here in Vancouver this weekend. So, I'm trying to think, am I missing anything?
How much you weighing right now?
I haven't talked to the camera in so long. So we started prep at 304, which was the heaviest I've been. We're about mid 260s right now, so I will be the heaviest I've been on stage with what I believe, as of now, is on track to be the best conditioning I've been at. I mean, my glutes and my conditioning right now is fantastic. I'm very happy with where it is, especially this morning after, quite a long day of flying yesterday. I mean, I had a 5-hour flight from Fort Lauderdale to Denver, and then another 2.5 hours from Denver to Vancouver. So it was a relatively long day, and after that much flying, you always tend to hold a little water, but I slept really, really well last night because it was, it's 3 hours earlier here than it is on the East Coast, so it was actually quite late our time, so I got a really good sleep. Woke up this morning really nice and dry on the flat side, which is good, but no water, excess water from, anything else. From the flying or anything like that. I seem to, all come off overnight, whatever was there. I suspect we'll end up being 262 to 264 on stage. The heaviest showing I had last year was Tampa, which was low 260s. All the rest of my shows were kind of in the mid to high 250s. So I think we'll be able to achieve conditioning comparable or better than we were in Texas, but maybe 4 to 6 pounds heavier, which I think is excellent considering I just did the Olympia in was that, October? So I mean, it hasn't been, a year or anything, and I think we put on 3 to 5 good pounds of good tissue here. And I think we've balanced my physique out a little. I aimed, for some certain things to bring my glutes down a little bit. I thought they were a little overpowering. So I, cut certain hip hinge movements, the heavy deadlifts, which I know are fun and awesome to watch for everybody, and I love them too, but what they were doing for my physique wasn't improving what I needed to improve. They were just giving me fucking giant monster glutes, which was taking a bit away from the shape and kind of flow of my physique a little bit. So focus more on, ham and glute isolation stuff instead of the big hip hinging movements, which I think has made a good improvement there. What else? Anything else you think about?
I want to know what you're eating right now.
Yeah, so this is first meal of the day right now. So the last 4 or 5 days, we've been pushing lower days. So I've been eating maybe 100, 150 grams of 150 or so, which is quite low for me. And not because we needed to push wildly on the conditioning, just to really get that fine detail in, make sure we're in a nice spot, especially with the travel and stuff. We're in a nice, dry, flat, tight spot, ready to start adding carbs in. And we found, for me, to do a slower, longer carb up historically has been much more successful. So instead of doing say we compete Sunday here, doing Friday, Saturday, at 800, 1,000 grams of carbs versus doing over 4 days and maybe doing 400 or 500 grams of carbs spread over those days. And then we have a little more chance to kind of acclimate as things go, adjust, add, change sodium, whatever. We don't mess a ton of that stuff, but very basic, changes we'll do on those. But today will be the last day of the lower carbs. So this is my first meal. We've got 60 grams of raw rice, which I think works to be about 50 grams of carbs. Who knows? We got some egg whites, 1 whole egg, and a little bit of whey there. Of course, we got the raw chocolate isolate here, and I got my fiber and my glutamine in there as well. Other than that, I got 3 more carb meals today, all about the same, 60 grams of rice, and then 2 carbless meals. The last couple of days, we've increased the fats a little bit just to help sustain things so we're not falling into a hole, but just, so I'm not burning through the little bit of carbs I do have quite so quickly. And then tomorrow we'll start adding the carbs back in a little more. So we'll start, getting them into meals 5 and 6, and then, building on there a little and kind of seeing as it goes day to day what it does to my physique. And then kind of just go by ear. I mean, this is kind of a process. We have a very good structure, and we've done enough shows together, Patrick and I, that we know what we're aiming for and what we kind of need to do. But it's still, a day-to-day process. I'm in different climate here dramatically from I was in Florida. I mean, here it's 65, 70 degrees or, 15, 18, whatever Celsius. Versus in Florida, it's 110 and for 40 Celsius every day and humid as shit. So this is honestly very, very nice climate to be in for me. Much lower humidity, a little bit of a breeze. I don't feel like I'm hot and sweaty, and you're going from 110, into, frigid air conditioning back and forth all the time. So it's a lot more tolerable for me, which I'm really enjoying. But other than that, we got, so all the big trainings out of the way now at this point. We've done our last leg session we did on Saturday, Sunday. We've got the last chest session in on Monday. Yesterday was our flying day, so we kind of lined things up so that we could rest that day. And then today will be our last kind of shoulder workout. And in terms of the training, we're not pushing anything 100% or to failure, doing any past failure work like, intensifiers or assisted reps, anything like that. 90%, feel good contraction, focusing on full range of motion, really good squeeze on everything. We still want to be working with as heavy weight as possible within a safe and effective manner. I mean, I'm not trying to get injured or cause damage at this point. Inflammation in the muscle has no benefit here. The work is done in terms of building muscle, but to get a little bit of load on the muscle, that's how we got here. And we do want to keep some, similarity into the style of training we've been doing. I don't want to all of a sudden go to doing crazy supersets and, weird stuff to try and deplete the muscle. And, we keep with what's worked.
A Rami workout.
Yeah, something like that. We'll keep with what's worked. Just lower down on the volume a bit, the intensifiers, and not pushing anything to failure, like I said. Other than that, shoulders today. Tomorrow we'll do a little arm pump. Friday we'll kind of play by ear, see how the carbs are going. Probably just do an upper body kind of thing. I have a massage today at 1:30 just to kind of loosen everything up after the long day of flying. And flush any water that is there. But like I said, there's not really much. Show is on Sunday, and it's kind of a one and done. There's classic, men's, physique, and open. Starts at 9 a.m. Unfortunately, there's no live stream for you guys. We'll obviously get whatever we can, photos and updates and stuff like that as we go. So I suspect I'll honestly be done by like 1 or 2 o'clock, which is actually really nice because you guys know anyone that's competed, half the time you're done, it's like 10, 11 p.m. You want to go eat somewhere good and everything's fucking closed except for like Boston pizza or, you know, whatever you Americans have that's comparable, you know. And you end up eating pub food. So it'll be nice to have pick of the litter in terms of what we want to eat. My mom flies in on Thursday, which is great because I've been in the States. I haven't seen her in a bit. My sister also does live here as well, so I'll have some family here to watch and support, which will be great. Julian's here as well. He flew in with us yesterday, so we got Mark behind the camera, Julien. So we got the boys here to keep an eye on me, you know, and relay information back and forth to Patrick because I'm half retarded with viewing my own physique. As much as I'm good at other people's, I'm not great at my own. I will definitely get things wrong, so it's good to have a, you know, and I like Julien especially, that's been around me at the Olympia and a lot of big shows. You know, Mark as well has been around me at a lot of shows, and then they can kind of, you know, relate to Patrick what they're seeing with their eyes as well, so that's really good. Other than that, I think I touched on a lot of shit there.
11.
Sorry, our memory card ran out and I was starving too, so that kind of actually worked out. I finished my meal in that time, still got my shake to drink, but where did I leave off? Anyways, we'll just cap it off here. I have my massage at 1:30. It's about noon now. We got the massage, and we're going to go train shoulders. So we'll get some of that training for you guys, and we'll go from there. But excited to be back. Excited for this weekend. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you later. Good. All right, guys. What's up? We're here at West Coast Iron. This is best gym.
West Coast, best coast.
Best gym on the West Coast. That's a fucking tongue twister there. So, yeah, it's great to be out here. I mean, Ron, these guys are always awesome to be out here. Yeah, we're doing a little shoulders. Yeah, that's it. Place is bumping today. But it's always awesome to be out here, you know, to see all Ditto Shack and see Ron and all the guys. The hospitality's here always great. Anyone that's been here knows that these guys are hardcore bodybuilders, and they're very accommodating, very hospitable. So any chance we have to get out here, I mean, we're out in Abbotsford right now, so it's about 45 minutes, but worth the drive just to be out here, just for the atmosphere, to kind of like wake your ass up a little bit, you know, and feel the hardcore bodybuilding atmosphere out here. So really happy to be here. We're going to get a little bit of a shoulder pump in. Me and Julien, Mark's going to film for us. I think we're going to go watch Dana Baker. It's one of our friends. Julien is coaching, is competing in the amateur show here this weekend. We're going to go watch him do a little posing. I don't think we'll film that, but we're going to go watch him, and then we're going to get a little shoulder training in. So we'll catch you in a second. Is that it? Okay, YouTube, here we go. So we're starting with a hammer strength press here. I think the order of operations we're going to do is press, lateral, rear delt. We're going to go like that. So we'll do a machine press like this. We're not going to be doing like heavy dumbbell pressing or barbell pressing or, you know, 70-pound lateral raises. I mean, that is unnecessary at this point. So we'll get a good load on here. 2 working sets, no intensifiers, nothing pass failure or 2 failure like I explained earlier. Try and get a good, like, you know, 10 to 12 hard reps, but not like leave 1 or 2 in the tank. So for you like AMRAP people, is that what it is? AMRAP. No, wait, no, what's it?
AMRAP is as many reps as possible.
No, what's the word for it?
RIR.
Reps in reserve. So we'll leave 1 to 2 RIR for you fucking fancy people. So we'll work up to that. Then we'll probably do a machine lateral or a cable lateral of some kind. Then another machine press of some sort. And then probably a dumbbell lateral. And then we'll do like a, you know, rear delt fly, like a reverse pec deck or cable fly. And then maybe a face pull. We'll see kind of what energy levels are like. But yeah, feeling good. The energy here is awesome. We just watched Dana pose. He looks great. Much improved from Toronto, so I'm excited to see him up there. And hopefully we got him and my boy Chris Burr battling out in that overall. That'll be fun. So I got a boy in the heavyweights. I got a guy in the heavies. He'll be in the supers. You'll be in supers, obviously. Yeah. I was like, you definitely look over 225, but I don't want to make assumptions.
Hey, I just posted this. Is that all right?
No, that's good. You can. My legs look good. I'll let it slide.
Let's see. What'd you post?
I didn't post it. I was just seeing people like, what?
Oh shit.
It's good.
Little fat. We got to get some cardio in today, I think, you know. So yeah, we're going to start here. Just a couple warm-up sets. We're not going to go too crazy with the warm-ups. Like, I don't want to burn through a ton of energy here. Just make sure we're nice and primed. Get into the 2 working sets. Everything today is going to be 2 working sets, 10 to 15 reps, let's say. We won't go more than 15. We won't drop less than 8.
1 to 2 RIR.
1 to 2 RIR. All right, let's get it. We need to get a popular opinion here too. Should we keep the beard? We're keeping the beard, right? Like, I already look scary enough with the beard.
The beard stays.
If we shave the beard, I'll look like a skeleton 12-year-old. So I think the beard's got to stay right here. I'm so strong! That's all that matters. So did you, but I helped you. I'm 3% stronger than Julien now. Lost him up.
Where was the RIR?
That might have been like RIR like 5. So we just finished up on the press there. We did a top set with 4 plates. How's my hair? We did a top set with 4 plates, both did 8 reps. Then we did a secondary set with 3 plates. 12 to 14, 15. I probably could have done 3 1/4 to be honest. Kept the reps a little lower, but it felt good. Didn't quite lock them out, kept nice tension. Felt a good cable lateral. Do a cable lateral now. Find something we can maybe do both arms at the same time because there's 2 of us. Yeah, go from there. Change of plans. We saw the nice Atlantis standing lateral, one of my favorite pieces that I use all the time at fitness systems where I train. In Florida, love this piece. So we're gonna rock this bad boy here. Same kind of thing, 2 sets, go for the flow.
How do you think Ian's gonna do?
Tip I always stress for the laterals, and I think I've spoken this in other videos too, especially for a machine lateral or cable, mostly machine lateral, it doesn't really obviously work for everything, but is when you're thinking of it, the plane of contraction, pushing down and then out. Don't try and think of lifting up, you want to create a long arc, so like pushing away from yourself and out, so and out and up. Good. Alright, so we just finished up on the standing lateral raise, 2 sets, top set of like 10 reps. I full stacked it because I'm a man. And then we did a back off set, it was like 12 reps. Just really focused on a nice squeeze of the peak contraction. Never one of this old Apex piece, which they used to have on the other side. We were looking around for it for a while. They've done some rentals here, it's hiding over here. Not a super heavy machine, but it's an old piece. It's really, really nice, really smooth. So we're gonna get 2 sets on here and then we'll get 1 more lateral. Yeah, of course I did.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I saw your story. Thank you so much, man. Nice meeting you. Yeah, I want to keep you straight on there. That's my goal. Alright, so we finished up on that Apex press. 2 sets there, 10 reps. Now we're just gonna do a cable, lateral, crossover lateral. There was only 1 metal handle here. We didn't feel like walking far, so we're just holding the cables and giving her. So, feels good. Just kind of holding the base of the cable. Nice lateral raise. 2 sets, kind of 12, 15 reps or something here. And we'll get some rear delts in after that. So we finished up on those cable laterals there. Now we're back over this corner here. We're gonna do the Atlantis pec deck reverse rear delt fly.
Reverse pec deck.
Reverse pec deck, that was a fucking mouthful. So yeah, we're gonna probably do 3 sets here. Instead of doing 2 rear delt exercises, we'll probably just do 1 rear delt exercise,
do maybe 3 or 4 sets instead of this and like a face pull or a cable cross, because this is a good machine. So we'll probably just get a little more volume in here and just do 1 rear delt. I'd like to get like maybe 1 or 2 ab exercises in, and then we're out of here. So like I said, nothing too crazy. Get a little pump, you know, get under a little bit of weight, but you know, nothing. We're not trying to cause any crazy damage here. Just keep things moving, keep the food moving, and yeah, just reel it right in. So get on here and finish it up. Alright, so we just finished our workout. We did the shoulders. Like I said, we just kind of, you know, did 2 presses, 2 flies, or laterals, and a rear delt fly, just 2 sets of everything. That's what I said. 2 flies, 2 laterals. Nothing too crazy. Finished up there. Just got shake in me. Just no carbs in the post-workout shake right now, so we just have 40 grams of the raw chocolate isolate. I put a little glutamine in there, so it was like 2 scoops, 20 grams of the glutamine. We got a couple more meals today, 2 more meals with carbs, pretty low carbs, only 50 grams of that. So I think we'll be about 150, 180 to 200 grams, about 200, maybe a little less for the day. And then we have 2 carbless meals, but the fats are bumped a little on those, like I said earlier, just to, you know, help sustain the meals a little bit more. So we have a meal with salmon and then a beef meal, and that'll be it for today. So workout, food, we'll be back tomorrow. We got arms tomorrow. Arms isn't usually something in my repertoire, but you know, it's something kind of uninvasive. Get a little blood in there, not beat up the rest of the body too much. You know, we kind of did things in accordance of biggest muscles, but also muscles that we want to maintain and really make sure fullness is good on. So like, say even back is something that's bigger than chest. Chest for me is something that loses fullness and detail easier. So we actually trained it farther out than we did back. But that's not going to be the same for everybody. So, you know, a very easy rule of thumb is kind of just the bigger muscles farther out, things that have more inflammation, maybe a little more water, take a little more time to recover. Those kind of things, get those out of the way first, and then kind of move into slower groups as you get. But it's going to be person-to-person specific. So for me, chest is one of the things we keep farther out. So, but that's about it. We'll be back tomorrow. We're starting carbs tomorrow. Nothing too crazy because it's just Thursday tomorrow. So we have all day Thursday, Friday, all day Saturday, and then I'm competing Sunday. So that will be 3 and a bit full days of carbs. But we'll document that tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with little carbs. So we'll see you tomorrow.